So this is our first yoga for September and all about overcoming comparison. So I wanted to really focus on feeling into your emotions in this sequence. So we're just going to be doing a few different small kind of twists and things to just feel into our emotions, bend into them in different ways. If you want, you can have a couple of blocks, maybe for the squat or using some cushions. But if you just come to your mat and we'll begin. So we will begin in that squat position. So it's the beginning of the practice. So just take your feet slightly wider than hip width apart, maybe just pointing out the toes. And then we'll just come to a squat, so bending the knees, bringing our sitting bones down to the floor. Again, if you want to have some cushions underneath your bum, please do. If you want, you can take your hands to prayer at your heart center. And then maybe slightly pushing out the legs, lengthen the tailbone down, bring up our spine. We'll just stay here for a moment. So just take a nice long deep inhale in and exhale out. And then bringing the hands to the floor, we'll just bring our crown of the head to the floor, straightening our legs, coming into a forward fold again. Keep your knees slightly bent, bringing your chest towards your thighs, letting the head dangle, or maybe casting opposite elbows. Maybe if you want, just bending each knee slightly. From here, we'll roll up one vertebrae at a time. Feeling each moment as we're remembering our intention of feeling into each emotions, our emotions. Head's the last to lift. And then we'll take our legs out wider again, pointing the toes diagonal to the corners of the mat. And we'll just bend our knees, coming into goddess pose. Just coming down to a position that feels good for you. Bringing your arms up, bending your elbows at 90 degrees. And just feeling that energy shooting up out of your fingertips. Feeling that agni, that fire building in your legs. Breathing here. And then from here, we'll straighten our legs, straighten our arms, coming up into a big star. Breathing in. And as we exhale, come back down into that goddess pose. And we'll do that 4 more times. And again, feeling into the movements, extending, taking up space, your space, exhaling, rebending the knees and the elbows, inhaling, remembering we're always coming back to you, exhaling to bend again. 2 more times, inhaling, extend, exhale, rebend. And final time, inhale in and exhale out. We'll inhale again, bringing our hands parallel. You can bring the feet so they're parallel to the short edge of the mat, maybe taking the legs out wider. We'll then bring our hands down onto our hips. And we'll come into the fan AC position. So again, lengthening the tailbone down. Spine is nice and long. And then we'll lean forward. Our sitting bones are in line with the back of our heels. You can either stay here, or if you want, fold down, bringing your forehead down towards the mat. Maybe bring your hands down onto the mat or onto some blocks. Forward folding here. Feeling that stretch down the back of the legs. And again, this pose sometimes is easier if you take the legs out wider. And then we'll bring our left hand into the middle of the mat. And we'll bring our right hand up to the ceiling. Twisting out to that right side. Breathing here. On your next exhale, bring that right hand back down, placing it where the left hand is. And on the inhale, lifting that left arm up, twisting out to the left side. exhale, bringing that left hand back down. Forward fold again, just letting the top of the body be heavy. Then inhale, going back to that flat back, and then bringing the body all the way up, and then heel toeing the legs back in. Just come to the middle of mat, the top of mat, and we'll inhale, circle the arms up and around. Exhale, swan dive down, folding over, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back, hands on the shins or the floor. Exhale, forward fold, then step back into a plank and push up into a downward dog. Just pedal the feet here, and the legs, bringing your chest towards your thighs, keeping the knees bent so the spine can be long, ears in between your biceps. Feeling like your hips are being pulled back. And come to a moment of stillness. And then we'll bring our right foot forward next to our right hand, drop the back left knee, low lunge, drop the hips, lift up the body, lengthen the tailbone down, arms up. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, bring both hands on the inside of that right foot. And then just walk the foot out towards the edge of the mat, the right foot, coming into lizard pose. We're not too warm, so we don't have to do anything extreme here. Just opening up the hips slightly. If you want, you can come onto the edge of your right foot. But really, we're just opening up the hip gently here. Then heel toe that foot back in. Low lunge, and then bring our sitting bones back towards our left heel, coming into half splits. You can point or flex that right foot, whatever feels best for you. Just feeling that stretch along the back of that right leg. And then rebending into that right knee, placing the hands either side of it, untuck back left toes, and push back into that downward dog. And again, pedal the legs, see how the legs feel different on each side, maybe slightly. Come to a moment of stillness. And then we'll bring our left foot forward next to our left hand, drop the back right knee, low lunge again, drop the hips, raise the hands. Spine nice and tall, shoulders relaxed and down. Left knee over left ankle. Inhale in. And exhale, bring both hands on the inside of that left foot. And then walk that foot out to the edge of the mat. Again, just opening up the hips slightly here. The hips are a great way to feel into our emotions. So again, just feeling into the emotions that we're feeling. Your real emotions, your real feelings, not the ones triggered by things like comparison. Walk that foot back in, and then we'll bring our sitting bones back towards our right heel. Those half splits, spine nice and tall. Again, you can lean into this if you want, or if not, just point or flex that left foot. Feeling how that changes the stretch down the back of the right, left leg. Rebend back into that left knee, facing the hands either side of it, and push back into that downward dog. Again, pedal the legs, and see if they feel a little bit more balanced now. Come to a moment of stillness. And then let's drop our knees down into all fours, tabletop position. We'll untuck the toes and we'll come into frog pose. So if you want, you can come to the edge of the length of this mat, of the long length of the mat here. take the knees wider than hip distance. We will have our ankles in line with our knees, and then our feet are flexed out. And then you can stay here up on your hands, or if you want, you can come down onto your forearms, bringing the head down. Just feel that stretch, opening up your hip flexors. Relax those shoulders down. Just breathing here. Take a nice one, deep inhale in and exhale out. And inhale, push in with the hands, and then just bring your knees back together. We'll just come to a seated position, bringing your sitting bones to the floor. Bring our feet together, soles of the feet together, knees wide like a diamond, maybe just creating a nice big diamond here, lots of space, maybe fluttering the knees slightly, then bringing them to stillness. And then if you want, just feel the crown of the head, the spine get tall. As you inhale, as you exhale, just lean forward to wherever feels comfortable. I'm not coming too far forward today, just making this a nice, easy practice. Just feeling the opening in the hips. Any tweaks, and ease off. Don't ever push too far, but just find that openness, that stretch that feels good in your body today, which might be different every day. Like our emotions and feelings can be different every day. Inhale, come back up from where you were. And then we'll just cross our legs. And we'll just come to a seated meditation to end. So just coming into easy pose, Sukhasana, crossing your legs. You can sit up on some blocks, come into rock pose on your knees, whatever feels good for you. Spine nice and tall, shoulders relaxed and down. Just place one hand on your heart and the other hand over the top. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. And just come back to that intention. We're just feeling in to our emotions. What is true for us if we listen to within? And not the false narrative that we can buy into. And we can go online or in person and compare. Jealousy is a natural emotion. And it's okay to feel those feelings. We don't have to get sucked into the narrative. We can come back about what we are grateful for in our lives. Just remembering to keep coming within, to feel into your emotions and feelings. Take a nice long deep inhale in. And exhale out, bring the chin to your chest. And thank you for joining me for this short practice to feel into your emotions today.